At home, should be an easy win. Should it be? I don't think it will be.
Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Canes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Longhorns offense takes the field for the first time today. On the ground, it's Gray. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Here's the handoff. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So Miami's offense will go to work for the first time today. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
They'll run play action. Catch in the middle, it's Gilbert. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Anderson wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder. Haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results or work.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to...
Breaks into the open. Got the first down and more. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has bringing the heat.
Let's
Ball
go.
into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Let's go.
He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready. Had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Looking to throw on first down. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. He'll keep it himself. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The inside handoff. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll ride the hot hand. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. They're setting up the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive.
6, 7, 8 guys in the box.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in. It's McCutcheon. They'll get
What
it
did you
down
say?
to the 10-yard line on that
Timken.
completion.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. He didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted.
Touchdown, Longhorns! Great job by the back on the option. For the point afters, we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
And you got to be so disciplined when you play the option. You got to keep your eyes on your guy. They lost track of the pitch, man. The quarterback pitches it to him. He takes it in the house. Got to be a little bit more sound on defense.
And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it. Move on. Play the next play.
Finds his man. It's Carr. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Anderson will throw. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Canes will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Texas offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The screen, he can go. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
Nice job. Had a little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you throw it.
Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3. They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Caught in the backfield, it's Gilbert. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Hurricanes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Anderson wants to throw. Looking deep down the right side.
Let's go.
He dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Canes will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. Why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Makes the grab. It's Klein. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll run it out of the shotgun. All down, but he is.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
They're going to ride this running back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Dickey. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Texas.
But how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Anderson will throw. Right on the money. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. 1 snap coming before they head to the locker room. Takes a handoff. It's sacked. And he takes this one back to the line of scrimmage. A rather anticlimactic end to the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
And the Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He's chased out of bounds inside the 15. They'll mark him out at his own 14-yard line. Not much on that kick return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Under fire. Swings it out to his running back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Anderson wants to throw. Looking left. He's got an open man. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And the Canes want to move quickly. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off the play fake. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And the Hurricanes will call on their punt team. A fairly short distance here toward the side.